Okay, this quality sucks, but it's the computer I have, so there we go. I am Bennett, and I'm an F to M. Um, it's June 25th, 2013. Um, I've been living as a male since March, I think. Yeah, but I've been identifying, like, I've known myself um, since about January. It took a while for me to tell everybody else. Um, I was identifying as genderqueer before that for like, I don't know, since September, October, something like that. It's just been a long process. I am trying right now to figure out how to get on T. I have a therapist, but I've been going to her for almost 2 years now about other stuff. So I'm having a little trouble getting her to give me a T letter. Probably because I haven't actually asked her for one yet. Um, she works with the. Sorry, I hope that's not making you sick. She works with the LGBT community a lot, and she's had a good number of transgender clients, so it's not something she's unfamiliar with. But because she's working with me about other things, and it's not just gender therapy, it my gender comes up as part of a broader conversation, and I need to actually say, can you give me a T letter? And I'm afraid that if I do ask her that, she's gonna say no, because I'm not trans enough or something, because I'm 26, um, and I was 26 before I realized I was trans. I was 25 before I realized I was genderqueer. Well, I guess before I started identifying as genderqueer, because I'm not genderqueer. And I told her I was at first. That's how I identified. When I first started talking to her about it, that's what I said I was. And I'm not. I don't know how comfortable I am. No, I take that back. At first, it made me kind of uncomfortable to say I'm binary, but that I think is just because it's an extreme, and like it's a dichotomy thing, and I don't like being dichotomous and going to one side or the other, all the way to one side or the other. It feels like I'm committing too much to something, and I'm not the type of person that likes to say definites. Um, and so I hope that didn't fuck up my process to getting tea. I hope she doesn't think that I'm just confused and need to take a while to figure things out, because I don't. Um, I hate being misgendered all the time. Um, I hate that my body doesn't look the way I want it to, or feel the way I want it to, or I don't sound the way I want to. Um, and I hate that I'm not doing everything that I can to fix it right now. I'm, you know, in my mid 20s, like, I should be who I want to be, and I'm really comfortable with being Bennett, with being a guy. It makes sense. Um, it was scary to come to that realization, but it makes a lot of sense to me. And once I realized it and started thinking of it as the truth, it made me a lot happier, because I've dealt with depression and happiness for a long time, and I still do. Um, I probably always am going to, but I have this to hold on to. Um, and when I'm around people who are validating of my gender and calling me the name I want and the pronouns I want, I feel a lot better about myself, and I just feel better in general than I do, like, when I'm at work, for example, where everyone calls me by the right name and generally uses the right pronouns, but they slip up and use the wrong pronoun, and all the customers say she, and there's just this sense that they don't think of me like a guy. They're just doing it to be polite, which is great. I'm really lucky, but it's obvious that's not how they perceive me. Um, so yeah, I don't really know where I'm going with that. But it's just, it's a good place to be, to know something about myself. I just want to make it real. So tomorrow I'm going to my therapist, um, and I'm gonna ask her once and for all. Like, I'm gonna ask her to please give me a T letter. Um, if she doesn't, or she says she can't, I have a like queer group here in town that I go to sometimes, um, and they're getting therapists in August, and I can uh, go to a therapist there, and they'll be able to give me a T letter. So at the very latest, I'll be getting a T letter in like 2 months, which would suck, but um, that'll be, at least I know that it's coming, and I don't have to just not have one for forever. Um, I just really want it, and I know it's not going to fix everything. I know that I'm not going to start T and all of a sudden my life is going to be amazing, but I feel like I just feel like it'd make me feel better about myself. Like, it, it would be nice to have some stuff on the outside match what's in my head. Um, yeah. So this has been a long and rambling video, um, and I'm just gonna leave it at that for right now, because I don't really know what else to say. And we'll see how tomorrow goes.